Set on music? Do you want to learn or grow your music skills, but don't know how to start? Finding a good music teacher is a challenge in itself. Physical lessons can often be stressful, time-consuming, and not practical for many. That is why at bettermusiceducation.com, we put the highest quality of music education into your hands. bettermusiceducation.com is a revolutionary online music education platform where you can learn everything about making music and musical instruments from industry professionals, qualified teachers, and experienced musicians, anytime, anywhere, using any internet-connected device. Using our easy-to-use interface and navigation system, you can find the best music teacher who suits your needs within seconds. And if you are a music educator or an experienced professional in your music field, bettermusiceducation.com provides you access to a large pool of music lovers ready to be inspired. Set your price for live streaming workshops, private lessons, live music performances, instructional videos, and more. So what are you waiting for? Bring music to your life. To experience a better music education online, sign up at bettermusiceducation.com today.
Yes, welcome one and all to our first information session here for bettermusiceducation.com. Welcome in. Welcome in one and all. Now, it's great to have you guys along here today. And just making sure everything's up and running, ready to go. Welcome in, Ripstone Savage. Nice to see you, my friend. Welcome in. If you are joining, you might have seen some of my information sessions I've done in the past. You might have seen some of the promo material that's coming out right now for bettermusiceducation.com. My name is Damien Eves. My online handle is Treblesome1234, or I get called Treble for short. Today's a little bit of a different sort of session. This is the first sort of session for teachers who may be interested in teaching on the platform or have already signed up to teach on the platform, like the fantastic Ripstone Savage that I see there in chat right now. I hope you're well, my friend, down there. Now, as you come on in, it is as we come on in here, it's going to be a few minutes while everyone kind of comes in. So I've got a little bit of a poll up here while we wait for people to come in, and a chance to meet and greet all of you here. And so as you come in, you can see it says, what is your field? In chat, you can use the numbers 1 to 10 to enter in what your field is. For instance, I like to teach. So I'm going to, in fact, can't put into the chat here right now. It says I need to sign in. That's something I should have learned. There you go. I'm pretty nervous, I must admit, about delivering this. This is my first sort of online training session for teachers on the platform. I myself am a teacher, have been a teacher my whole entire adult life. And so I think that might be a good place to start to tell you guys a little bit about myself and what kind of led to this project here, which is bettermusiceducation.com, and what it means, what we're going to be doing today. So you can see Ripstone's starting to put in some numbers now into chat. If it all works well and correct, it should appear up there in the fields just there. But it looks like it's not coming up. So straight away, a few technical issues, because normally I typically run these sort of things here through Twitch. So there's a few learning curves for myself here as I bring it over to YouTube to do some stuff here. So hopefully that poll will work. Hopefully right now it doesn't seem to be, unfortunately. But with that said, Ripstone has put in number 1, which means he's a musician and an artist. Number 2, which is a teacher. Number 4, which means that he's a composer and songwriter. And number 7, an audio engineer. And I've seen Ripstone do some of his stuff over on Twitch as well, and another streamer there on Twitch. So let's start off with some open-end questions. If we can't get that poll to work, and I'll figure it out for next time, what I'll do is I will start off with just some questions here about yourself. So the first question is, if you're in here right now watching, tell me in the chat a bit about yourself as I tell you a bit about myself. So tell me a bit about what instruments do you play? Are you a teacher? Are you a music engineer, music therapist, private tutor? What are you currently doing, or what have you done in the past around music education or performance? Let me know in the chat. Myself, I've been teaching, like I said, most of my adult life. I studied a combined degree of music and teaching at uni, and went to teach in the Department of Education in Tasmania. While I was teaching in the Department of Education in Tasmania, I also was a member of the Australian Army Band for 8 years as a reserve member in the band. This was fantastic. It gave me a great experience. In fact, they even put me up on percussion in the back, doing side drum, despite the fact that my main instrument is guitar. And I learnt so many new skills around performance and reading crazy different time signatures as well. That was a fun one. That kind of led me on to then teaching in schools, in high schools and primary schools around the state that I'm from in Australia. I currently reside in Canada. I'll get to how I got here in a moment. And as I was teaching through that I love teaching. I'm very, very passionate about my teaching, hence why I'm building this platform here. And it kind of led on to me moving overseas to London, doing a couple of years of teaching over there to do a bit of a travelling sort of holiday and teaching around the schools in there as well. I also then came back, taught back in Australia. I met a beautiful Canadian girl actually on my first day over in London, and I fell madly in love, as I still am with her. And she came back to Australia for a bit, and now I'm in Canada where I'm residing over here. While I was in Canada, I was been doing some support work with Three Brothers with Disabilities, private tuition, and some stagehand work with the local IARTSE, which does all the sort of like the big concerts that come through and set up with all the staging and electrics and audio and all that sort of stuff. And then basically from there, I was doing a hobby of streaming. I thought I'd give it a go at one point, and I started to stream on Twitch as a music streamer. That kind of led me to trying a few other platforms like Sessions Music, YouTube, Facebook Live, to try out streaming. Now, this started off as a hobby, but then COVID hit us, didn't it? And COVID kind of turned a lot of our worlds upside down. For me, it definitely did. I lost 3 of that income. I lost the stagehand work, the work with the Brothers with Disabilities, and with the private students. A lot of them were physical students. I had about 3 days out of a town at 45 minutes away. A few of them changed over to online, but a lot of them were pretty adamant about wanting the physical lessons. And I'm sure some of you guys have encountered that as well. And getting that mindset changed to why online education is fantastic is something that I'm at the forefront of now trying to do. And it has been great, actually. The people who changed over have really enjoyed the lessons. So right now, I don't know why the poll's not working, but if you want to put the numbers into chat like Ripstone has, you can anyway, to talk about what you do. So how this all began was COVID hit. I lost those 3 jobs, and I thought, you know what, this is a great idea to do, even just for myself, to be able to run classroom-style lessons, private tuition, all that sort of stuff. Originally, I was about to go into the education system here in Canada. I just got my permanent residency and was ready to apply, and then COVID hit, and I was like, I'm going to hold off for a little bit on that one now, particularly because right now the relief teachers aren't needed as much. Now, what happened at that point there was I thought I'll start building this platform for myself. I then encountered so many of my colleagues and friends that were struggling with COVID and lost their income and lost their place of work. And I as we all do when it comes to entrepreneurship, you think there's a hole in the market, there's a gap here of something that's not being met. How can I meet those needs, and how can I come up with something that works better for music educators, for music professionals? And hence why bettermusiceducation.com has come about. Now, this has been in the works for a while. I've been working pretty hard on it to try to get it up to scratch and ready to go for launch in hopefully about 4 to 5 months' time. And I'll talk a bit more about that in just a moment here. I'm going to put a little bit of nice little background music actually just while we talk. These tunes you're going to hear in the background are from a live stream actually I did on Twitch, and this is just some improv sort of looping here. So yeah, let me know in the chat. Tell me a bit about yourselves if you are listening. Ripstone Savage says, I play guitar and bass mainly. I can also do drums and piano too. That's awesome. Now the cool thing about this platform is we're after all music professionals in all fields, from music instrument making through to composing, through to songwriting, through to classroom education. If it's to do with music, this is a central community spot for us to all to mingle and all to gather and work together. Myself, like I said, even though I'm the founder of this site, I myself am a music educator, and I can't wait to teach on this platform. I've built it around the concept of it working really well for all of us. And in today's session, I'm going to be taking through a bit of a rundown. We're going to be looking at some basic live stream beginner tips. We're going to be looking at preparation for launch if you want to be a teacher on the platform, and a bit of OBS as well. Now, we're currently in the meet and greet stage where I'm finding a little bit more about those people who are live and listening right now. And I was hoping that poll worked, and it should have worked, but apparently it didn't. I don't know why, and I'll work it out for later. And that's bugged me, but these things sometimes happens online, and we'll sort it out for later on. So I want to start off by letting you guys know I'm still learning. I'm a lifelong learner, as I think a lot of educators are. I believe in continually learning and improving all the time. So when it comes to this platform, it's no different. I want it to keep growing and expanding and become better and better and better. Now, what that means is I plan on reinvesting any profits back into and revenue back into the platform to make it better. And then down the track, I want to be doing some really great educational initiatives, sponsoring them, help support education initiatives and charitable sort of things. This is built around a community of music educators, and that's my hope. So let's talk a little bit more about it. And if you guys have any question, if people have any question about anything at any point, please don't hesitate to ask in chat. As you can see, it is coming up there, and I can answer it live here for you. Imagine this like a staff meeting where you can ask questions as we go through. So I want to start off first of all, just for those people that might not have seen the information session, showing you a little bit about the site. So let's have a look at that. So right now on the screen here this is our mock-up site here of the site. Now it will change graphics-wise, will change function-wise a little bit as we move on forward. This is very much just a mock-up here, and I have a team down in the States actually who are helping me, a company who's helping me build this and making this all possible. Now personally, I'm about $8,000 in to get the platform to where it is, and that for me as someone who's lost three jobs, three levels of income, there has been hard. It's been hard, and I'm at the point now. I'm looking to the community to help make this happen because I think it's a fantastic opportunity for us all. So the way it works here, if you haven't seen my information session, it's a live streaming platform where you can upload videos, run private lessons, upload resources, have your own space called your music room where you can run classes how you wish, you can monetize it how you wish, and essentially you're in control almost like your own little brand, your own little business on this platform, which I think is fantastic because that means that you can shape it how you like, you can run it how you want, you can set up your own little curriculums, you can set up your own little shop there as far as your music room goes. So here's our main page here. There's going to be categories here which will make it nice and easy to search for what you want. There's a nice, easy sort of like Google-esque sort of search bar here, which if you want looking for something, you can type it in and it'll come up. Basically, this is a very good, it's going to be a very good little search engine that allows you guys to categorize yourself into different categories, so that way it's easy to find you and easy to navigate around. There's an advanced search up the top there if you need to advance search more as well. There's going to be featured workshops. So right now I've done a few workshops and I've been testing a few workshops over on Twitch, which is more of a gaming sort of, it's got a bit of a music sort of scene there as well, a bit of live music, but it's definitely got a big gaming aspect to it as well. But I've been running some workshops to trial some things out there. Now in this space here would be where you get featured if you've got a pretty unique workshop. We'll feature you in this spot just here. And make sure that your workshop gets seen in that spot there. Now, the cool thing about this, even though it's titled Better Music Education, we believe in better music. We believe music as a whole is a fully immersive experience. So a lot of us who do educate we're also performers, and live music is something that's struggling as well at the moment, especially in those COVID-stricken countries. Where I'm in Canada right now, it's not too good in Alberta, where I currently reside. And so live stream online I loved it. I've been doing it for about a year now, and I absolutely love it. I've been doing a lot of loop music. So if you are a performer, you can actually come onto this platform purely as a performer, and you'll be functioning in this live music stream area. And one cool thing about this as well, with our monetary system teacher tokens, which I've talked about in previous information sessions, you can put your gig for however much you like. You can set your prices, and people can also give you donations and as you play as well, nice and easily with those teacher tokens. The musical hub is pretty exciting. This is our subscription area, and we'll talk a bit more about that. We've got forums in there, resources. Everything's really easily channeled into there, and it's a space for the community to kind of grow. There'll be news and about us down the bottom. So as I look up the top here, if I was to click on music rooms, once again, this is just a mock-up as we build it. You can see you'll be able to go through. There'll be a more advanced search option to find your room. Now, how you personalize your room is completely up to you. An example here that I can show you is one that I've done previously here. Now, that's a purple box up there because my second camera's set up ready to go for the OBS training soon. So my online handle is Troublesome, so Trebles Music Workshops, and I did a spin that wheel version of it with a bunch of small little activity and games for the viewers to participate in just there. So your music rooms are unique to you, and how you monetize them is up to you. You've got your private lessons that you can run from out of it as well. So you might be able to find some new students through the platform. Now, as far as it goes when it comes to getting students to you, we're going to be doing our best to do that. So we plan on reinvesting into promotional material, into SEO packages to get us at the top of the Google search, and doing our best to network. Now, when it comes down to it, though, I'm sure if you guys know, word of mouth is key. Word of mouth is absolutely key, and that's where it comes into the teachers who may want to teach on this platform. This is where we need your help. We need your help to support this. Being that I am myself a music educator and a music teacher and performer as well, I want to consider myself alongside you, all of you. Some of you that I've seen on our LinkedIn profile there, just phenomenally talented, phenomenally skilled in what you do, and have just amazing credentials, amazing background in these fields. And I have to say, I feel pretty humbled next to some of you from some of the things I've seen there, and it's pretty impressive what you've done. So if you are watching this, well done on your achievements, first of all. That's amazing. And one of the great things that I want to instill in this platform is a sense of community, a way that we can help support each other and really help make music an amazing thing online, and an amazing hub of activity, amazing hub of energy, all that sort of good stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. I think it's super exciting. Like I said, I've been on 4 of the main different platforms for streaming. And there's nothing out there that's like this at the moment. There's nothing out there like this at all. And this works. This is designed to help you all out. This is designed, from a music teacher's point of view, this is designed to help us. This is that's what I've done. I've tried to design it the best I can to help everyone. So when it comes down to it, let's talk a bit about right now. I'm just going to get rid of that there. Let's talk a little bit about. Some teaching tips, some tips here on how to stream. Does anyone here already run lessons online with their students? Does anyone who's in the chat already do any online education, or does anyone already do any live streaming, or are you maybe you're using Zoom to teach, and which I do as well. And I'm going to show you how at the end of the session how to use OBS, which is what I'm using to make those sessions even more interactive, even better. And so even if you decide not to join up at the end of the day on this platform, you're going to learn something on how to make your sessions, your private sessions, even better. So yeah, if you got, let me know in the chat a bit about yourselves, and let me know a bit about what you've been doing on the online world already, or let me know a bit about what maybe some of your problems have been online. For instance, I know Zoom. There's a lot of issues when it comes to running audio over the backwards and forwards, and also that lag, the internet lag, it can also be an issue. Now, there's ways around all that sort of stuff to make it so that way you can still make it engaging and teach the things that you want to do. Ripstone Savage says, I live stream on Twitch, and I used to be a teacher, assistant, and tutor. Do you do any of that teaching, assistant, and tutor online at all, Ripstone? And I know I've seen your streams quite a number of times. I'm a supporter of your streams, and I really like what you do on your streams. I find them really interactive. For those that don't know, Ripstone does some really lush, great orchestral pieces, and like you mentioned earlier, is a music engineer. So yeah, I really like what you do as well, Ripstone, on your own stream there. And how do you find it? How do you find that's teaching to this sort of medium online? Let me know in the chat. So let's talk a bit about some beginner tips here, some live streaming beginner tips. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to show you a little bit of a video of myself doing some of these live stream sort of things in the background. I'll show you. I'll get this one here up and running. If you have any questions, right. So what I do is I'm just going to go over to this little screen here. So you can see in the background, you'll be able to see in the background while I'm streaming there a bit about what I'm doing. So I use a bit of a green screen. Now you don't have to use a green screen, but they're pretty fun. I won't lie. The green screens are pretty fun. They make it possible to do some pretty cool things. So so straight away, I want to talk about what it means to stream online and how it works. Now, the OBS software that I use, there are other ones out there, allows you to create these cool looking scenes and graphics and be able to broadcast and record videos. So not only broadcast out to the different streaming services, it also allows you to record videos as well and live edit as you go, pretty much. Everything you've seen me do and put out has been all done live. Ripstone says, I explain what I'm doing occasionally, but not real teaching. Gotcha. So one of the important things is the video encoder, and that's the OBS that we'll talk about near the end of the session. Another big tip that I have is having 2 monitors. So right now, what you're seeing here is running on my second monitor, and my first monitor, I've got all my little OBS and all that stuff there. So 2 monitors, or 2 or more monitors when you're streaming, I think is crucial. Trying to stream with 1 monitor can be very challenging. So straight away, my first beginner tip is 2 monitors is going to really help you manage things and allow you to change between scenes and run smoothly on your stream. So the next one is lighting and visuals. So if I go back here a little bit more on the clip here, you can see that I've got a little camera just underneath the keyboard there. I'm making it so that my lighting in my room looks nice. And in fact, if I show you a little bit of the video that's kind of running in the background just there, this is from my live stream I actually did the other night. And this is what I'd run if I was a performer on the stream. So if I was running as doing a live music stream, this is something example of what you might see on there. I call it Lurk Night Jams, where you can come on and you can only use emotes, and it's just there to design to be background music, nice listening, easy listening music. And I do a lot of improv using a Boss RC300 loop pedal. So you can see here visually, right now I've had all the lights set up, ready to go for that Christmas sort of feel. I'm trying to make the look inviting and make it so that people want to come in and check out what I'm doing just there. So a big one is the internet connection. Making sure you have a strong internet connection is an absolute basic when it comes to live streaming. Having your computer hardwired into the modem rather than through Wi-Fi is going to make a significant difference to your streams, and making sure that your stream connection is solid and that you're not going to get too many issues as you move on through your stream. I mentioned the lighting and the visuals, making it look appealing, making it look inviting is the massive one. So as I teach you OBS through these different sort of sessions, I'll show you ways to make it look more inviting. And once again, I'm still learning. I've learned all this from scratch. When I look, my hands are moving the exact same way as the video. I've learned all this from scratch when I start to do streaming as a hobby. I'm still improving, and my product has improved over. As I've learned, it's improved alongside my learning. So that's one thing as well. People who are brand new to this, I expect you to be new at this. I'll help support you along with other people in the community to make sure that when you come in here, any questions you have, or we'll support you as a community. And that's kind of the community feel that I'm looking for this platform, is for all of us just to realize that we love education, we love music, we like to be inspired by others, we like to inspire others, and that's something that I think is going to be really strong and really great on this platform. So light and visual is important. Another one is looking at the camera. So you'll see me looking up at the camera like this. Now I can't see what's going on my monitors because the camera's slightly above just the monitor there. So I try to make sure that I'm engaging. I've got my hands moving. That engagement factor is a big one when it comes to absolute beginning on streaming. Making sure you're engaging with your audience. And the other thing is as well, even if no one's typing much there, engaging with your audience like you have got a classroom there, or you've got the desired people there that you want to talk to, and talking to the camera like you're talking to them. So looking at the camera, engaging them, having a good flow, keeping the motion of your lessons going is a really great beginner tip to streaming. And yeah, really engaging with what you're doing. So what else? You can see here, actually I'm going to quickly pause there on this video. And I'm going to talk through some of the things that are on this video here. In fact, let's have a listen to it. I think this is me explaining what is on the wheel for that day. And this is this is a whole bunch of trial little games and activities that I tried out. So let's have a listen to it right now. I'm just going to pause this video here. And this is an example of what some of the things I tried on my own little brand, my own little stream. So as far as ideas go, I've got a whole bunch I can help you out with. But the beautiful thing about this platform is it's exciting to try these, try new ideas, try new workshops, really expand out your own personal teaching or performance in this capacity. Scenes. All right, let's talk about the wheel here. Now, as you can see straight away, there is a bit of a golden small little text there. If that gets spun today, we'll do a bit of game of marbles, and whoever wins that will win themselves a free lesson today. Free half-an-hour private lesson for every time that gets spun, whoever wins marbles. So you can see there, I'm offering free lessons if that gets spun. That's something that I like to do to kind of help those people out who can't afford them, and also it acts as a little bit of cross promotion for my own private lessons there. Participating today, you can win that. Now we have music history there. For a bit of music history, we'll dabble into some things I've done before around the 50s history and the 60s rock music history. Welcome in DJ. Said hello sir. Sorry, I'm just stopping by to say hi. I'm running on 5 hours of sleep and I have school tomorrow. Technically today. So another big thing I just saw there, as you saw me do earlier, as people come on in and they engage in your chat, like Ripstone did earlier. It's up to you how you do it, but saying their name and reading their comments out is a great way to show that you're engaging with those people in the chat. And if you have joined us, feel free to say hi in the chat. This is a live session. Think of it like a bit of as a live workshop. What could be achieved on this platform. Let's keep listening. Today, so I'm off to sleep. Good night. Have fun. DJ, as always, thank you very much for dropping in. I know it's not great for your time zone. I appreciate you being here, my friend. Take care and good luck at school and get some sleep. And hopefully some late night jams from last night you're hearing now will help you out with that. It's some nice chill music for you. We got Why Not Just Yet, which is another thing you just heard me do in that moment. It was cross promotion for something else I've done before. So as you're live streaming on this platform and you're running workshops, telling people a bit more about what you're doing and upcoming shows is a really great way of promoting and letting people know and be aware of what is happening on your streams. You've seen it before where you can request absolutely anything, but on this one here, on this Why Not Here, what you can do, we find a random song, we break down what we're hearing in that song, talk about the musical elements, and we try to recreate that song with a bit of more of an explanation than what you normally get. Name that sound, you've done it before. It's a bit of a fun little quiz. We hear little songs, we try and guess what the songs are. It's a quiz show. Picture this, I get a random picture up and I try to create a song, write an original song based upon that picture. I talk you guys through what, and I'll get your feedback as we go along about the picture and things you can help out or find in that picture to influence how we do our song around that. So something like that one there, like the picture this, I draw a random picture up and we look at and talk to the students and about what we can see in that picture, and we talk about the basic musical elements and how to put those musical elements into representing that picture. So once again, those who are joining, this is just some examples of some workshops I've been trialing out and some examples of things that I've been doing for online workshops already. At the top is emotional responses. Very similar, except we talk about an emotion. How do we portray emotion in music, and how do we execute that and we create a song. We create a song from that. Rhyme time is rapping. You guys can write some raps for me. We'll talk about some different rhyming schemes, and we'll have a topic, and we'll be centered around that topic. Now, a reminder today: the mature audiences is turned off. We are at a family-friendly stream today, so any content that we talk about today, so on that note, I want to mention too, you will have the option as a teacher to choose your demographic. So if you want to have a mature audience stream, you might be dealing with some music that has some language in it. As long as you're putting in your information session, in your workshop on the page, what your workshop's about, and kind of letting people know it's got this in it, it's got this in it. It's not for children. It's for adult learners. Letting people know what they might expect. That's okay. That's okay on this platform. And there will be a 18 plus marker that you can click for that sort of thing. I've turned it off on this one here, and I've kept it about a PG level. In chat, please remain at a PG level, would be fantastic. Over at the end there we have spin that genre. It's a genre spinner. I spin it for a random genre. I do one of my song off my list, and I'll talk to you guys about how I'm going to change it from one genre to another genre. We have piano tips. I'll give you piano tips. Vocal tips, give you vocal tips. Drum tips and looping tips and guitar tips. Bacon Nation, welcome in. Rate it T for treble, he says. That's like my main one. Guitar tips aren't even in there. I don't know. I might have to put it in a second. I don't know why I missed it out. There's meant to be guitar tips in there as well. We'll put that in a second. We have a musical quiz. It's a quiz around musical questions. You choose, which is where you get to vote on. On what you hear. My poll didn't work when you guys first came in because I don't know why. I don't know why, to be honest. It really should have. But I do a poll on here as well where people, and there'll be a available option that you can do on the platform as well. You can run polls so that way people in the viewers can vote on whatever your questions you're asking. In this case here, for the You Choose one, we wrote a song together. So what I'll do is I'll give them 4 different options, different lines, and I'll say, which one would you like? Using your ears, what one would you like in there? And they also offered different ways that we can do that as well. So engaging your audience and having that viewer participation is still so possible with these live workshops. write an original together. I'll give you like a couple of different options. You can go, I want option 1, 2, 3, or 4.
There we go.
And you
Repeating
shape the
myself.
piece, and we write a piece together. We have Hey Pitches. That's an ear training. It is in there. Guitar is in there. Oh, it is too. Vocal, guitar, drum. Yeah, gotcha. I've not
Someone
gone
let me know in the
crazy.
chat.
Just a little bit. I mean, stuck in the basement working hard all the time. Just a little bit crazy. But good crazy. Crazy good. Crazy good. Anyway, we have Hey Pitches, which is ear training. This one's a little bit harder. This is where you got to hear for interval training. We talk about intervals, and we try to work out what the intervals are between one note and another note. It's a little bit more advanced, but I'll talk you through it when we get there. And rhythmic dictation is also another one which can be a little bit more advanced, where you hear a rhythm get played, and you got to try to work out what that rhythm is. So that's our wheel there for today. Right, so you see there with this little workshop here, as I ran through it there, this was the introduction. So this was when I started off telling people what they could expect. The wheel got spun, and then we did different activities based upon whatever was spun there. And it was a lot. It is once again a lot of me trialing things out and giving things a go. How you shape your music room, how you run your live streams, that's up to you. I trust, you can see there's another widget. I just spun it and it spins around. There's a few different sounds I do and things like that with it. Try to make it engaging. So your workshops can be run how you like. It's up to you guys how you develop your own brand. For me, my brand is Troublesome1234 on this platform, or Treble for short. And as you can see, Bacon Nation above says rate it T for treble. That name actually came from a roller derby name. I used to play roller derby before COVID times, and that was my roller derby name over here. So I end up adopting it for my online handle. So when it comes to running these workshops, there's so many things you can do, and there's so many things that I don't know yet what to do, because I'm still learning. I'm still trying to get my repertoire of workshops up and running. So when it comes to looking good on camera, I use a green screen. I like that, and I'll teach you guys in another session down the track tomorrow if you're here about how to use a green screen. Now, the content of your workshops, when it comes down to the content of the workshops, is once again to do with your brand. How you bring that content in is completely up to you. How you monetize is up to you. So we use our teacher tokens, which is you purchase these tokens from our token store, and then those tokens are used across the whole spectrum of the platform to be able to donate, to be able to get into workshops and access material, content, all that sort of stuff. You can see here I'm starting to talk about the 50s rock and roll and doing a bit of rock history that was spun first up there, and showing examples and talking through examples of rock and roll history. So let people know what you've got going on is a big one. On your channels, there'll be space for that. In your music rooms, I should say, there'll be space for that to be able to let people know all about what you're doing. Some of the questions you might have is what cameras and what audio devices do I use? How do I set all that sort of stuff up? Now, I meant to have a audio box here to show you, and of course I didn't get my spare ones out. If you haven't seen an audio box, I might see if I'm worried about grabbing the one I got there. I might accidentally unplug it. I'll grab one in just a moment. But there's little audio boxes you can get, around $150. You can directly input into those with microphones. Now, I'm using this microphone. I have got other microphones. I'm using this one here mainly because I've got animals around the house. I've got a bird and a couple of dogs that can be a little bit barky. And being this is a dynamic microphone with a cardioid sort of pattern, it picks up at a very smaller space. So if I move back like that, you can't hear it as much. So for me, that works in the sense that with the animals, so that way it doesn't affect that so much. So yeah, that's for that. What else do I need to mention? When it comes to audio and working all that sort of stuff through OBS, I'll show you guys that in the tutorial a little bit later on today and a little bit more tomorrow and in future sessions. So I'm just going to quickly put a little bit more of that background music on there for you, just while I talk here. So outlining what you're doing clearly in your description is a big one. Making sure that, now Google and YouTube are your friends when it comes to learning. All the stuff that I've learned has been learnt through Google and YouTube. And just going through a lot of those things. And very similar to this platform where this is going to be a centralized spot for people to learn. That's the beauty of it, is that people don't have to go everywhere and try and find it. It's going to be in one spot to find any of your musical needs that you need. All right, so let's talk really quickly here a little bit more about preparation for launch. So launch, like I mentioned, is about 4 to 5 months if as long as we meet certain goals. I have currently, I'm going to put it into the chat just here. I have currently a GoFundMe set up. Now, like I mentioned earlier, if you just joined us, like I mentioned earlier, I've got to quickly sign in here. Just give me just a moment. It's decided I need to sign in. I don't know why. There we go. Oh, there we go. All right, let me just sort this out. Give me just a moment. So in chat right now, you're going to see a link to the GoFundMe. Now that GoFundMe there has been set up for around $1,000. Now we've nearly met the mark already. We've got some people who have been very generous and donated to that, and anyone else who believes in this platform, your help is definitely needed. Like I mentioned, I'm tapped out as a teacher who lost 3 jobs. When COVID hit, it's been hard monetary-wise. It's been hard financially-wise. As I'm sure a lot of you guys in a very similar position. So this is going to be designed to give back to education. I'm going to try and make it so that when those teacher tokens come in, you're getting as much as possible, but while still allowing the platform to get that revenue to reinvest to good initiatives and making sure that it works well for everyone in mind. I'm not looking to be money-hungry corporation trying to take as much away from the teachers. That's not who I am as a person. I'm a teacher, and a lot of you guys have kind hearts as well, and compassion and empathy for others, and that's the stuff that I try to strive for, and I want to bring back into this platform. So right now in the chat you can see that donation link. Another thing I want to put into the chat and talk about real quick before we move on is our Discord. Now, Discord is where we currently it's only been launched about a week ago, and it's where currently teachers and the community are starting to form and get together and chat. And if you haven't seen Discord before, let me quickly show you a little bit about what it is. So here with Discord, now another thing I mentioned about what I mentioned is I've got a giant big light. Lighting's massive, so I've got a light, a little bit of a circle light coming straight onto my face here. So getting the correct lighting is really big. I use a Logitech C920, I think it is, and C2 something. I've got 2 Logitech cameras that I use, a 720 and I've got 2, and I'm using those 2 cameras has been great because I can have one of them on my on the guitar and showing close to the neck while the other one's talking and engaging with the students. So multiple cameras is another good tip. Having the good lighting is massive. What you're seeing on screen right now is the Discord. Now this is our bettermusiceducation.com server. In here you're going to find information on how to apply, how to contact us, and basically promo material events. Down in here is a teacher lounge. If you're a teacher on the platform, you can come in here, have a general chat, shared resources, collaboration, live workshops that you can run and practice. You can practice your workshops here with other teachers just to test some things out. Private tuition, you can we've got in there as well if you want to ask questions about private tuition or learn ways to make that better. Lesson plans, lesson ideas. Down here, music talk. I've got a whole bunch of different sections from guitar, bass, brass, strings, percussion, electronics, keys, woodwind theory, music theatre, music technology, music history, instrument making, a whole bunch of different categories for you to talk to other professionals in the field there, and you can have these are forums you can chat in. We've got a help desk here, so as I build this, there'll be different things coming to these help desks. If you've got any questions about cameras, you've got any about your payment system, about the graphics, all that sort of stuff, you can find it in that spot just there. We've got a fun zone where you can put in pictures of your animals. There's my little bird Flint just there. She's adorable. She's fantastic. So this is some memes, positive vibes. If you want to put some positive vibes in there, and or music and games. So you got the About You section where you can talk a bit about your background, promote yourself. We've got friend DJ there promoting her stuff, I should say. So this will keep expanding. So if you want to join our Discord server, it's free to join. It's free to download that. It's free to download that app as well for you to be able to get a hold of. Bacon Nation in the chat says, "Oh man, we know you're on tons of fun Discords." Yeah, Discord's is fantastic. You can also live stream in the Discord. You can live chat as well. I'll be actually going on to Discord after this session to talk to anyone in person, and I'll give you a chance to jump on there soon to be able to chat to me in person today and ask any questions that you may have around this. And so if you do have any questions, you can pop into our little down here in our help zone, in our help desk, in the live help there. Just pop yourself into there, and I'll chat to you guys after this if you've got any questions. So where was I at? Yeah, in the background, still running that 50s rock and roll class. So getting on the socials is a big one, especially if you want to be a teacher. Jump onto the Discord there, jump onto our socials. Now, the ways that you can prepare for launch. You can start preparing any content, so you can do your pre-recorded videos, which once again we'll show you how to do it through OBS. You can develop your brand and start working out what sort of live workshops you'll run, how you're going to run your brand, how you're going to monetize it, at what price points, and that's stuff that I want to discuss in Discord with people as well. You can register online, and I'm going to send through right now in the, if you want to register online, to be able to attend these next sessions, next training sessions. Today's once again just an orientation, but we'll be doing more sessions soon. You can sign up. Let me just find that. Let me find that link. In the chat right now is an application form that you can sign up and register with. So what that looks like, I'll show you just on screen. Just here, just filling out your name, your birth date, your current address, your phone number, all that sort of stuff. If you've got a LinkedIn profile, you can pop it in now. How'd you hear of us? Position applying for, whether you're a live performance musician, a teacher, educator, or both, because you can just come on as a performer on this platform. You can drop in your qualifications if you've got any here, or work experience, or if your background checks into that file there. And describe what you might feature on your channel or music room here. Once you've done that, book in an appointment through here. And you'll be able to, I'll get in contact with you and do a one-on-one interview, just kind of giving you the rundown of the platform just there. Now, we're going to be going live with the actual site soon. I'm sure some of you have gone to bettermusiceducation.com and come up with an error. Now, that's because that first initial goal that we have on our on the GoFundMe is to get those servers up and running so we can get that site going. And I've got the money now, and I'm about to send it to the team who's going to get the servers going. So you'll be able to actually apply through the website soon as well. But if you want to get a head start on it, hit up that form that I've just put into the chat just above my head there, and check that out. All right, what next? What next? So you can see there also, you can do fun little things on screen as well. I use something, right now I'm actually running through something called Streamlabs OBS, which is a subscription service you can get that allows you to access a whole bunch of different widgets and different sort of things that you can use to make your streams kind of pretty cool. So it's a really cool thing to get widgets and make your streams really cool. You know, that sort of thing. You can kind of like put different graphics in there and make it really engaging for the students. You can create your own, all that sort of stuff. And once again, this is Streamlabs OBS that I'm using just there. Now, when it comes to your computer as well, making sure you have the right hardware is important. It does take up a bit of computer energy. CPU, it takes up your graphics card. Making sure you have the right sort of stuff is important. Now, you can Google and that sort of stuff there. I'm not a computer tech. I Googled what I needed. I just typed in what computer specs do I need to stream. I'm going to put some of those links on my Discord soon so that you guys can find all that information out on the Discord as well. So a whole bunch of links that's going to help you out. So you can submit those documents. Now, there is a minimum 1 hour time limit on the live workshop. So if you're doing a live workshop like I'm doing now for you, it must be a minimum hour for your workshops just there. So prep your workspace, getting ready. Now, the big one is, as I mentioned earlier, is we need your help. This is a community of music professionals. Well, it will be hopefully a community of music professionals. And the only way it's going to be successful is by promoting and getting the word of mouth out there. So right now, if you register as a teacher on the platform through that form I mentioned earlier, what you can do is you can start using my socials that you've seen, the Better Music Education Facebook page, the Discord, and post some things even on LinkedIn and all that sort of stuff that's going to advertise who you are, what you do, and your channel, and start advertising now for your channel leading up to launch in hopefully, fingers crossed, 4 to 5 months time if we meet those goals. Now, I mentioned in other information sessions about those goals. We do have more goals to go, and they will be done through Kickstarter. We need to get it around about, all in all, it's about 25,000 to finish the platform off, 15,000 for the servers, SEO packages, that's to get people to your stream after that as well. So there is still a bit of a hurdle to go. If I can't get it through Kickstarter, I'll be looking at investors to come on board as well. Now, with that said, if investors come on board, there's going to be less money that we can pump back into the platform and less money that we can put back into education initiatives and charitable initiatives down the track. And I want it to really go back into education. That's my whole plan. All right, so let's start talking. Are there any questions, queries, or doubtful points at this point in time? Let me know if you have any in chat, and I'll do my best to answer them. If you have any questions about the platform, how to become a teacher on it. So right now it's early. We are early. We still have, there's going to be a bunch of also conditions for teaching on the platform that haven't been filled out just yet. And I'm also in talks at the moment with a really great music educator who has been teaching. He's almost a few years off retirement, but he's amazing and he's actually my university professor. He was my private instrument teacher. He was my college year grade 11 and 12 teacher, and we're going to be talking to him. I've been talking to him, and he may be coming on board to help out as well, which would be fantastic if he does, and it would just really boost the team that I'm putting together for this platform. So I want to talk now a bit about OBS and how to actually create some magic when it comes to doing streaming online or creating videos. So let's go over to here. This here right here is OBS. Now I'm going to put the link in chat for OBS to download it. If you want to come and join me tomorrow, I've got another workshop happening tomorrow, I believe at 8 p.m. as well. So I did accidentally put it at the same time as my stream, Bacon Nation and Ripstone Savage, who do come to my stream. So I will have to cancel tomorrow night's stream. But we'll be doing a training session on OBS, a bit more of a full training session. So before we get to that, you need to download it if you haven't got it already. And in the chat right now, you're going to see the link coming up. Just there in chat, obsproject.com. Download. It's a free download, and it's really great to use. And it's used by most people who are streaming, and it is one of the better streaming broadcasting things out there. So how does it work? How do we actually make something that looks cool, like you've seen here? Like you might see here with the blackboard. Something like this. How do we make those visuals? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk through today. We're going to make a scene up together. Once you've downloaded it, the first thing you want to do is set your canvas. So there's this little settings here, and one thing I want to show you actually before anything else, right here where my mouse is, it says Start Virtual Camera. I can actually stream to this like I'm doing right now and go on Zoom, on Skype, on Facebook, or any of those sort of things using OBS as a broadcaster to that. So I can, rather than having to always go share screen and do that sort of stuff like you do on other services, you can all do it through here and send it as a virtual cam over that way. Welcome in, Dave Rips. Welcome in, my friend. How are you? Welcome in. We're talking about streamers. Another streamer just there as well coming on in. So we're just going to be talking right now about the basics of OBS. So let's talk through it first of all. In the settings here, I'm not going to go fully complicated into it. I'm just going to give you the bare bones basic. Bearing in mind, some of you might know more than me. I'm all self-taught with this sort of stuff through videos on the net and Google and all that sort of good stuff. The first thing that you want to do though is set your canvas. So under video here, your base canvas resolution, I've got mine at 1920 times by 1080, just there as my aspect ratio, and that allows me to work with the that gives a better sort of the higher it is, the better graphics are going to be on the other end. But you've got to be careful, because if you're live streaming, some people might have trouble with the internet connection watching higher level streams. So you might even want to lower it down another notch, so that way that it becomes easier to stream and doesn't have any stutters while you're streaming. So once you've got that set, it basically acts as a blank canvas. The first thing I'm going to do is add in a camera here. Now I'm using my second camera today as an example. It's not my main camera, but I can't run both cameras while running two different Streamlabs. So I'm going to go down to the bottom here where there's a little plus sign. I'm going to click on that, and you're going to notice a little list come up here. On this list is a whole range of things, from capturing your games you're playing, displaying your display screen, putting in pictures, media, all that sort of text. This is where you put all your different sources in. For now, I'm going to go down to video capture device. I'm going to add in an existing one here. If I need to create a new one, I go to create new, I click OK, and then I'll pick it from a list that will come up. For me, I'm going to click on my one that I've already set there, which is C240. And you can see there now, the second camera has appeared just now. So what I'm going to be doing, that can be moved around. I can shape that as I wish, like so. If I want to hold down Shift, I can actually make it so I lose a little bit of weight, which is always nice. Maybe not that much weight. That's probably unhealthy weight to lose. And if I want to get it back to its original size, what I tend to do is I'll right-click on it like so. Here, I'll right-click on it. I'll go to transform down into the menu, and I'll just put it back to. I'll fit it back to the screen here. I'll fit to screen. There is also a shortcut you can do there. I think it was. It tells you next to it. It says fit to screen, Control F. And then I can reshape it again, keep maintaining the size of the camera there. You can see it maintains that size. So I'm actually going to put that, there down the bottom corner for now, and I'll come back to that in a moment. So that's first of all my first camera there when I want to engage with the audience. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Now, one thing that I like to use, I'm going to show you here, is I use something called Canva. This is a subscription service, canva.com, but it's super handy. So on here, I'm going to go to create a design. I'm going to go to, I'm just going to put it as a presentation because it's going to give me that sort of rectangle feel that I like. And the cool thing about this one here, you can do it through like your Microsoft, Word or Microsoft Office sort of ones, or any other sort of graphic design sort of one. But I tend to like to use this because on the side here, it gives me a whole bunch of stock photos. It gives me a whole bunch of elements to use, and it's perfectly designed. And in fact, there's even other spots where I can make thumbnails as well for my videos, and I can make a whole range. You can see here what we've got: YouTube thumbnails, invoice, logo, presentation, poster, Facebook cover, media kit, newsletter, Instagram posts, all that sort of stuff to help you out with your social media. So I find it really handy. Does it have bacon? Let's have a look. Let's see if I can find some bacon for Bacon Nation there. So let's see. Let's go with we'll see what we've got in the elements first. So I'm going to go bacon here. It does have bacon, so we're going to put a bit of bacon in there for Bacon Nation. Let's put a happy little bacon there for Bacon Nation who wants it in for his scene just there. Maybe we can even have in our photos we can have a music room. So I'm going to type in music room. It's going to give me it might give me something like this, which I'm going to set the image as a background like that, and I'm going to put my little bacon man. He's going to be sitting just there at the piano, excited to play and learn for the lesson just there. So that looks really cool. And already what I can do is I'll just take that picture, right? I'm just going to download it. I'm going to download it as an image. Press download, and it's downloading. And I'm just going to grab that image from the folder. So you can see I've just found it in my downloads folder there. And I'm actually just going to go back to the OBS we had earlier. And I'm just going to drag it across. I'm going to drag it across like that. Bam. There it is just there. Now, on the right-hand side here, I need to try and make it so that my face is in front of the camera like that. So all I've done there is I've just moved my camera in an order. So like similar to how you do you can have a different order there. Now, because this camera here is not green screened in, I could green screen myself on this with the one that you can see right now, so I look like I'm sitting in the classroom. But if you and my green screen is literally just a cloth. It's just a cloth. I'm hanging it. I'll show you at the end of this. I'll get rid of all the magic at the end of this, and you'll see it from scratch. But what I'm going to do here, because I haven't got a green screen, I want to try and tailor it to the fact that I haven't got one, and I don't want this big box right here. So I'm actually going to take that background image, and I'm going to make it a little bit smaller here. And I'm going to bring my camera, let's bring it down the bottom here like so, down the bottom left here. Now, this might change as I go about building it. Now, one thing I want to do is make this look really as presentable as possible. So I'm going to go back to my little plus button down here, which is going to give me a source. And I'm going to go to color source. I'm going to type in the color. Can someone give me a color in the chat? Give me a color. Give me a basic color that I can use to go with this. What are you guys thinking for colors? What I'm going to do is make up a box that's just going to go behind my cameras to make it look presentable. Do we have any particular colours that anyone would like to throw my way? Electric purple. So I'm going to just type in here purple and create new. Click OK. I'm then going to go select colour on here, and I'm going to go. He wants electric purple. What have we got around there? Around that sort of thing, electric purple, press OK, and now, and then press OK again. I've got a big box here, and once again, the way I can order is currently over the top of everything, so I want it to kind of go underneath everything. So I'm just going to move it down the list on there, and I'm going to minimize it. Drop it down here like this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my camera like so, and if I hold down Control on the keyboard, I can have a little bit more minute control over it rather than snap into a grid. And I'm going to move it in that box there. I'm then going to hold down Shift on the keyboard to allow me to move this box as needed, like so. So what I'm going to do, is I'm going to put that just around like so, around the box. And you know what? I want one of those as well for the other one. So I'm just going to copy that, and I'm going to press paste, and it's going to give me a second box. I'm going to use that second box now to go, once again, I need to put it underneath everything else. We're going to make this picture here. I'm going to bring it down a little bit smaller, like so. I'm going to use that box. By the way, this is the first time I've ever taught OBS, so I could only get better, right, for teaching it from here. If you've got any questions at any point, please don't hesitate to ask in chat. And I'm going to make this box here go alongside the other one, just like so. So now they're connected like that, and it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. My camera, I'd want to be probably in a better spot, but once again, it's my second camera, and so I'm just keeping it as it is for now. So I've got that there. Now, when it comes to chatting to, like you can see just above my head there, different chat boxes. There's different widgets you can get to create chat boxes. For this OBS, for Streamlabs OBS, it's all quite a little bit more user friendly. That's the one that you can subscribe to. You don't have to subscribe; you can still use it for free. And there's as simple as going to a button on their menu that says chat box and putting it in. In this one here, it's a little bit more complicated. I'm going to go to a browser here like so, and I'm going to type in for my, I'm going to say chat box, just there. Create a new one, press OK. And what I need to do from here is I'm going to go to that site I was telling you about before, which was the Streamlabs, which is super handy to use. And that's the cool thing about doing this. You can use, if you have like Sibelius, if you have Musico, if you have a whole bunch of other things that you use, you can use it in conjunction with OBS and with this platform. So if you've already got things out there that you're using on your online teaching, you can use it alongside all this. So there's a whole bunch of things on here you can do. I'm going to go to chat box, just here, chat box. Click on that, and then I'm going to go where it says widget URL. I'm just going to go copy, copy that there. Now this, I got to sign in. I got to make a profile and sign into my a different platform for this one here. Now, once we got our platform live, we'll have our own little widgets for this. But this is just kind of giving you an idea of what could be as we build the platform. I'm going to press paste, and it's going to paste into the URL just there, like so, and press OK. And you can't see it right now because I'm not live on this OBS, but you can see an example above my head. And I'm going to shape that chat box to fit in just here on the left-hand side. So as people are chatting to me while I'm live, they'll be able to check out the chat just there while I'm live. Now, I also want to do a title. So let's say that we're doing one for Bacon Nation there, who Bacon 420 in the chat, who asked for that little bacon man in the picture. I'm going to go back to my little one, the one that I use, which is the Canva one. Now, once again, you can use anything you like. I'm going to use this one here, and I'm going to create a quick little logo here. This is going to be my brand. So this will be my brand that I create. So let's say we're going with a bacon theme. So I'm going to go to elements. I'm going to type in bacon, like so. And let's say I'll put in this first one here. Type in bacon on here. And maybe my logo might be, I'll set that, we're going to send that to the back. I'm going to send that as a background image there. And for now, I'm going to just have that as our logo. Now, one of the things that I find with this, which can be, I haven't worked, it might be a way to do it for the background here that I haven't worked out yet, but I don't necessarily want that background showing. Now, in this case here, because my background's going to be black, I'm going to not do that. Undo that. Undo. I'm going to take that picture, actually, detach that from the background there. Go to my background. I'm going to make my background black, like so. We'll get that. This is going to go back a step. Bring that bacon in front, like so. Maybe we can have it like that. That could be my emote. I'm going to download that. Bacon says, I never thought of doing that just for effect. You could even make fancy wood. You can make any frames. You can download frames as well. So this program I'm using right now has frames that you can download. I just did it real quickly for a very basic sort of thing. But you can find images everywhere that you can use. Show that in the folder. And once again, go back to my OBS. I'm just going to drag that over. And look, voila. We now have Bacon's little different sort of logo there for Bacon's brand. Now, Bacon also wants to have a bit of a title. Now, you can add in text on here. So I'm going to go down to the text option, and I'm going to add in Bacon's channel. Bacon, what do you want to call your channel? Bacon Nation? We'll say maybe your Bacon Nation. So, because I know that's what you use in other little spots as well. Bacon says, haha, I used to have a music and bacon logo, sympathy of swine. But if you haven't worked out, Bacon in the chat loves bacon. So we're going to say Bacon Nation here. I'm going to put some text in there. I'm going to change the font. You know what? I'm going to put it. Let's put it as any particular font you want there, Bacon. Let me know in chat. I don't know. I'll click on one like that. Okay, that looks kind of cool. Impact. You want impact? All right, we'll find impact. There we go. A bit of impact. There's impact. And now what I'm going to do as well, I'm going to change the color, go down the bottom here. There's a few little things that might be a bit confronting at first. Today I'm just doing a very basic rundown of OBS. The other one, yours was smoother. What was the one I don't even know what the other one I had now. I can't remember. Is it, I can't remember what I had. We'll go with this one for now. And I'm going to go down the bottom here. And I'm going to go to color. And I'm going to change the Bacon Nations one here to go along with the red of the bacon. We're going to make a nice little but look, it looks a little bit dark against the black background. So let's make it a little bit more lighter. Just to try and, there we go, Bacon Nation. But I'm also going to give it, I'm going to give it an outline by clicking on the button outline there. And I'm going to make the outline color, we're going to make the outline color just for contrast. Let's try blue, see how that looks. Just in this part here. Outline size, let's make it a bit bigger. Just like so, Bacon Nation. All right, now there's our little title. So I'm going to bring that title in, I'm going to make it smaller. And I'm going to put it here next to the logo. So there's Bacon Nation's brand just there straight away. So already we're starting to look like a pretty sweet little music room here. And what I might do is, with that music room that's in the background there, like I said, that would be really great if you could green screen yourself on top. But I might actually want to share my screen. So I'm going to go down to, in that plus menu again, I'm going to go down to display capture. Now, like I said, I run 2 displays. So I'm going to put it in display capture, you know what? I'm going to put in display capture 1 and show you guys behind the curtain what I'm doing while I'm doing all this sort of stuff as well. So this is my other monitor that you can't see that I'm working from here. So I might have my monitor there. Now, one of the cool things I can do is on the right hand side here, I can make that, if I want to, I can make that monitor disappear like so, and back to our main page. Bring it back in. There's our monitor again. If I want to put something onto the monitor, for instance, let's say I want to. I'm going to go to my resources here. And teaching resources, I'll go to guitar. This is one of the resources I put together. So I want to show my students something from my resources, and I've just got it there, and I can zoom in. Let's check it out a little bit closer, guys. Let's go up there and have a look. And then suddenly I can show what I'm doing on that screen like that. For now, I'm going to get rid of it because I need the rest of that stuff there. So it's pretty epic for 5 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty good. I always just want to know how you green screen yourself over a logo so well. The green screen is fickly, is that the word? Green screen's hard to get used to. I'll pass on those tips tomorrow. I won't be doing the green screen stuff today unless we get time. This is a 2-hour workshop, so we've got 8 till 10 o'clock, showing you guys all this sort of stuff. So far we've got Bacon Nation there. We've got the logo. We can now display stuff on the screen to show what I'm doing. Down the bottom, I might even have I might put in some more. Let's put in a I'm going to put in a little bit of an image slideshow. Now, I'm just going to put it as image slideshow for now, and just find a folder that I've got here to use. But you might have some material that you want to pick and have down the bottom, showing down the bottom. So what I might do, for instance, I might go to folders and try to find the things I need to find. If let's go backgrounds. Let's do this folder here. Let's do that folder there. Okay. So now. I've put in a little bit of a background part here, and I might have that might actually have educational material on it. So I might actually have a bunch of stuff you want to show, or maybe it might be going between images of your different workshops. So you might have in there, you might make a graphic that says my next workshop Wednesday 5 p.m. Sound engineering, and then it might go to the next one and keep talking about the different sort of things that you've got there coming up on your workshops on the platform on the right hand, just in that part there. So what you use that for, it could be up to you. But there's a big space down here to use in this particular design, and making this space used up is kind of cool as well. So so you got the chat there. So already I've got a scene there. That's my first scene, and I might go from that scene there and need to show them something else. So what on how you get some animated visualizations behind you. So I use, for that one there, I can't remember what it's called, Kauna, and you can see there's some visuals just there I use. So if I want to capture this visual you can see just there, I'm going to go back to my OBS. I'm going to go to the plus again. I'm going to go to down to, I think it's where is it? Is it video? I'm going to go window capture, just here, window capture. And I've already put one in there, but I'm going to do a new one here for you so you can see. So I'm going to say visualization. I didn't spell it right. Visualization, like so, like that. And then I go into this where it says window. I go in here and I try to find the source. So there's calculator, but I find the source. I press OK. And voila, it's now in my scene. You can't see it there, but behind the scenes, it's still on my monitor, but now it's behind the scenes, and I can put that into the into the scene as I wish. So maybe I'll put the visualization down the bottom as well, so that way, as I'm doing stuff, they can see a cool visualization. Now that's just one program that I use. Bacon says, "Oh, and you can just layer yourself over." Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just layer myself over the top. So with the different layers on the right hand side here, you can put them into different order to layer it. Yeah, once you kind of get your head around it, it's pretty easy to do. But the learning curve, when I started streaming, the learning curve was it was hard. I didn't know how to do any of this. I had no clue. I didn't even know what OBS was until I started to stream. And then I had to learn from scratch how to do it. And I watched YouTube videos, Googled stuff, and just messed around with it, made mistakes, I learned from the mistakes and just kept growing. So you can see there, we've got that visual in there now. That's one scene. I want to make another scene up. I'm going to go to the left-hand side here. I've got to move my monitor because I can't actually see my second monitor the way I've got it right now. I'm going to go to this plus sign here, and I'm going to add in a new scene. And this is my main camera. I'm going to say main camera, like so. Click OK, and now I've got a new blank canvas. So for this new one here, if I want to not bother going through the whole process again, I'm just going to go to the previous one here. Go to my camera that I've got there. Press copy, Control and C, or you can right click. You can right click here and go to copy, like so. Go back to the main one here and just paste like that. Now I'm going to right click on it. Go to transform. There is quick keys you can do for this as well. I'm going to say fit to screen, like so, and voila. Now I have a full screen version of that, and I can change between those scenes as I wish. In fact, I can even set up a different I can change the way that it goes between scenes. So in this case here, I've gone to this middle part here, scene transition, and this one's a swipe, I believe. So you can see that swipes away. And how you set that up is up to you. Once again, this is all just giving you examples. And I appreciate Bacon your questions in chat. So if you've got any questions at any point, don't hesitate to ask. But you can see here, going between these two now, I can go to this main camera, and let's say that like what I normally do, I might put my brand in the top left corner. I'm going to find my brand that I had, which was the Bacon Nation here, just there. Once again, just going to copy it and go back to here. Now, it's got that black background, which might cause a few issues there. But what I might do even is I might bring that in a little bit more like so, like this, like that. I might grab that Bacon Nation as well. Now, one thing you will see over here is little eyes. The eyes to make things disappear or appear. The locks on the right-hand side are so that way you don't accidentally move things around. I actually recommend keeping things locked. This is a mistake that I made early on, that not to worry about keeping things locked. But you want to just unlock things as you need. Keep it locked so it doesn't move around once you've got it in spot. Back to here, I'm going to paste in that. I need to unlock it again. I don't remember which one it was. Which one was it? I didn't name them. I didn't name them, you see. Paste to name things as well. Now I can't remember which one it is. Which one was it? Bacon Nation. Here it is. Here. So I'm going to copy that one. Go back to here. Paste. Now we've got it there, and it actually pastes in the exact same way it was in the previous scene. I want that chat room. I want that chat room back, so I'm going to go back over here, get my chat box, copy that, go back over here, press paste, and voila! Oh, sweet! Look, you can actually see it. Awesome. So now we've got some chat in there as well, and that's great that we can see that. That's really cool. So the chat box is in there, and maybe if there's certain things that I want people to learn, I could put my learning down in the bottom corner. So I might add an image in. I'm going to add in an image. On the image, I'm going to say worksheet, like so. I'm going to browse my files. I'm going to put in I'm going to go with, let's go with resources, teaching resources. Let's go to go theory. I'll put this one in here. This is just a bit of a breakdown of the musical elements, and I'm going to put the musical elements for my students to keep an eye on down the bottom corner, like so. So now they've got my camera there, and if I want to keep in the theme of what I had on the previous one, I can get those little purple boxes, either put in a new one or just copy and paste again. Copy. Oop, where's it? Oh. Apparently my buttons didn't want to work there, so I'm going to go back here, right click on it, I'm going to just go down to copy. Like so, go over here, and it should paste now. There we go. I'm going to move that, once again, on the order of things, I'm going to move it down the bottom. I don't want it to be right in front of the camera, so I'm going to move it, grab it, and I'm going to drag it down the bottom, so it's underneath. And I'm going to make it so that it goes around my camera. Like so. Oop. Moving it into place. Trying to get it even on the different sides. Like so. And yeah, that's a bit of an example at least. And suddenly I've got another scene. So now I have this scene here. I have this scene here where I can bring up things on the screen. And that's essentially how you make scenes there, and those transitions just there. Once again, this is my first time explaining OBS and teaching it. So hopefully it's come across clear enough. Now, one of the cool things is this Start Virtual Camera. Now, I don't know if they've integrated it in with the new download, but in the past you had to download a additional plugin for this. I think OBS Streamlabs, which is the other one that I'm using that you can see just here. And this is the one that's controlling today. Just there. You can see on that, it's got the chat there on the left-hand side that I can see going down. I've got my different scenes that I can change between, like so. Same as the other one, and it's got a mix there as well. So let's talk about how to get audio going. Now, let's go back to this main camera for a sec. So it's not Inception on the different sort of things like that. Give me just a moment here. So one thing I can do now is I've got my scene set up. Of course, you want to do whatever you want to do. It's your brand. How you make it is up to you. How you run your sessions is up to you. That's the beauty of the platform. What we're going to do now is show you guys the settings here. I'm not going to go fully into the settings. There's some things I don't even understand. But down in the audio, I click on audio. Desktop audio, I click the source that it's coming from. Maybe my speakers, or in this case here, I'm going from my audio box. And then my microphone, I select that from the audio box as well. So audio box wise, I want to see if I can get it to show you. In fact, let me just get the other camera here without showing you probably some of my mess that I haven't cleaned up. There's my audio box just there. Now I'm running through a mixer just down here. So what I do is I plug my mixer into that audio box so I can get extra channels and get more things like the piano and all that sort of stuff like that to be included. You can see that's my room, the bird cage there. The bird's normally quite loud, hence this microphone. Doing your settings there. We'll go more into the settings on tomorrow's session, and I probably might end up. I didn't know how, like, timing wise in this session. I wasn't sure how many questions there would be or how many people would be here for our first session. If you are a registered teacher, our future sessions will also. I'll be inviting people along to run some sessions with you who know a lot more than I do, and they will help you out on things like social media. help you out on graphic design. Like I said, I use that Canva thing. It's fantastic. And that will help you out on video editing and a whole bunch of things like that. For now, I'm going to pass on the knowledge that I know, and hopefully it helps you to be able to start prepping for when we go to launch. So, yeah. Are there any questions at this point in time? The other features of this, so you can see here you got your mix in here, so I can bring my desktop audio down. I can mute it just here as well. I can go to advanced audio properties and work out if it's going to be mono or if it's going to be the volumes of it all, the different sync offset. If the audio and the camera's not lined up together, I can do that. Different monitoring here and different tracks, which I'll talk about more in a more advanced stage. Like I said, today I really wanted just to do a basic run through. And there's also studio mode. So if you're in the middle of live streaming on this one here, and I wanted to make an edit on one of the scenes, I might go to a different scene here and start building another scene or getting my next scene ready and stuff like that. I can have studio mode, and then I just click the transition button, and it will go to the next one just here, live on screen. So I'll give you an example of me doing it right now. This is me doing it right now with the other one, like that. Nice and easy, and I can transition between it within the studio mode as well, which is really, really handy for the live stream sort of stuff. So I'm going to take it off studio mode. Now the cool thing about this as well is you can record. So like I said, you almost this allows you to live edit while you do a video. So if you want to make if we're talking now not live stream stuff, but we're talking about a video, and you want to make up a video tutorial, you can make it live and edit it as you go. There is a start recording button on here, and all you need to do is set your path for where you want to send that. So that would be in one of these ones. This is your stream, so if you go into different services, you can see here Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. You can even put your own custom one in there, which is what we'll do for our platform. We'll have a custom stream key and URL that you can go to. Streaming is here, recording. Here we go. So I've got my recording path written down there, and my recording quality, high quality, medium file size. I can change it as I wish. And recording format, I've got, I might put as MP4, for instance, something like that. It gives you a little bit of warning, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect it too much. And so when I'm recording, I'll just click start recording. So I'll give you an example right now. Hi, this is a recording of Bacon Nations, a lovely little site. I'm just going to do it as an example. Stop recording, and then I go to where my files get saved in my video folder. And I go videos. And let's see if I can find it here. Hi, this is a recording of Bacon Nations, a lovely little site. I'm just going to do it. And voila, I've made myself a video. So you can make your own video tutorials and stuff through OBS as well. Just like that there. Now I've closed out of my music in the background, but I'll get that up in a minute there. So are there any questions about these basics? This is about as far as I wanted to go today on this OBS tutorial. So I want to quickly go over some things before we finish up for today, and just put some links into chat as well. If you got any questions, did it cover things? This is my first time doing it. Let me know if there's anything about it that I need to cover more. So if once again, we need your help. We need your help with donations to make this all possible and happening. So in the chat right now, you're going to see the donation link coming through. Anything you can do, big, small, whatever you can help out with would be amazing. Right now, we've got some goals we need to reach to, and if we reach all those goals, we're talking about getting to the platform in about 4 to 5 months' time if we reach those goals. But we need to make sure we hit those goals. Otherwise, if we don't, it's just going to delay the platform by however long it takes to get those funds. So like I said, I've invested everything I've got already into it, to be honest, and that's put me with losing 3 jobs and around Christmas. I can't afford to buy anyone any Christmas presents because I put it all into the company, which kind of sucks. It's not great. But these sessions, like you're seeing now, this has been a bit more of an introductory session to for the teachers that are here on the platform. I'll be having more in-depth training sessions like you saw with the OBS stuff coming up. Our one tomorrow is 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'll put the link again onto the LinkedIn page, the Facebook page, the Twitter, all that sort of stuff. No, I won't actually. If you're it's for registered teachers. So if you want to register, you can register just by filling out the application you're going to see in chat right now. Just right about just there. And also join our Discord. That's the big one as well. If you want to be a teacher on this platform, jump on our Discord. It's a free resource to download, and I'll be on the Discord after this session to talk to you guys live with any questions that you have. In fact, at this point, I'm going to say if anyone wants to come on the Discord now and ask anything live while I'm streaming, feel free to ask away. You can ask. I'll be on the Discord. I'm actually going to go into the chat right now. So let me show you what that looks like. So here's the Discord. I'm going to go to the help area, help desk. I'm going to go to live help, and you can see there now I've just clicked on the channel and I've unmuted myself, and anyone who wants to come chat in this area here can come chat to me now. Say hi, tell me about yourself, ask any questions that you have. But that's pretty much it for today. Everything that I've got. Let me just double check my notes to make sure I've covered everything that I wanted to cover in today's session. We've done our meet and greet. We've done our live stream beginner tips. We've done our preparation for launch. Now the big one, if you have preparation for launch, please share it. Please share this platform as much as possible. We're about to go live with our URL, bettermusiceducation.com, with a coming soon and a sign up page. Please share it. Get the message out there, because the more people we have, the better. Is a bigger community. It means more people can come along, watch your shows, get excited for it, because imagine how cool it would be collaboration streams as well, right? So I could collaborate with someone else. I'll talk about that in another workshop, how to do that, how you can have other people come on and teach alongside you. You might run some courses that actually go between several different teachers. You might have I want to go find out some cool things like how to make instruments, musical engineering. I want to go to a music therapy class. I want to go to these things that were not available without paying through the nose beforehand, and go into these sort of things and being able to be on one centralized spot where we have all these music professionals showcasing their work. I think that'd be fantastic and amazing, and I can't wait to give it a go. So that's it for today's session. We are going to finish up a little bit ahead of time here. So the last thing I'm going to ask, as always, are there any final questions, queries, or doubtful points about anything that I've done in this session? Let me get my graphics up for this. Are there any questions? Any questions at all? Do I need to go back and go over anything again? Let me know. Otherwise, if you have any questions down the track, if you're watching this on a past broadcast, just send me a private message. I'm here to help you guys. I've got to stop saying guys. I don't know about you guys. I'm trying to get better. I did it again. I've got to try and get peeps, folks. I'm trying to get better at changing that. I do apologise to anyone who may not be comfortable with the term guys. I'm trying to get better at that. Chat to me. I'm a music educator as well, and I'm building this platform so that we have a centralised spot for all of us to be able to teach what we love, inspire others, inspire yourself along the way. Bacon says, if the wife wasn't sleeping, I'd jump in to sing I Knew You Were Trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, pork products. Yeah, you've got your, now I've set you up, Bacon, with that little scene that you had before. You now know how to give that a good go. So thank you very much, everyone, for hanging out. Take care. I'll be in the Discord for about 10 minutes here. If no one pops in, I'll jump off and go get myself some dinner. Thank you very much for hanging out. And I can't wait to make this platform a reality. But we need your help, remember. So help out as much as you can. And until next time, sign up and register so that way you can attend the other sessions and the other learning sessions. I'm not sure yet, Bacon. I've got to work that out. Bacon asked me what's for dinner. The other sessions will be only for registered teachers. So make sure you register if you want to be a musician or teacher to find out how to do this sort of stuff. There's no lock-in contracts. You just got to fill out that form that I put in earlier. Join our Discord and just help promote and get this out there and make it a reality. I think it's going to be a beautiful thing once it's up and running. So thank you very much. No worries, Ripstone. Take care, my friend. Take care, Bacon Nation, as well. Darth Rips was here earlier. Thank you very much. And anyone else who's watching it or lurking, or thank you very much for being here. My name is Damien Eves, or Travels1234, or Travel for short. And I will see you next time. Catch ya.